The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Grot and Dante return on their quest to eradicate the curse of the Freeloka. The peaceful people of Parasha live a quiet and tranquil existence, but evil is coming to rip apart their lives. For some, more literally than others.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 16 of season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. We're late again this time, sorry. So no more mucking about, just enjoy the episode. Enjoy the episode! Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. We finished the combat last week on an island off the in Lake Parashar, off the coast of the village of Parashar. There has been some combat. Gorlock, unfortunately, has passed. His end was tragic and very bleak. His master, Grot, was not able to save him, as one of the Vryloka, Octavio, executed him.
Kind of like shot like a bolt gun in the back of his head, like you kill a cow, didn't he? It was kind of like...
Yeah, let's make it more animalistic for Grot to really rub it in.
At least we
Kind
gave
of
him
like Gorlock wasn't even a person.
At least we gave him a good funeral.
Dante attempted to give him a nice funeral by pushing him out of the boat, not realising there's more to it than just putting someone in a sinking boat. The boat sank, Gorlock didn't. Luckily, Rill decided to swim out there and sink Gorlock's body in the lake. You did hear Rill muttering about how that's his drinking water, but, you know, he got him for it.
I'm
a
fishing.
big old lake.
Yeah, it's a big old lake. It won't poison him straight away. It's the middle of the night. You're on this island, and you've killed everyone. Everyone is dead. Rill, as he's walking, is jangling with broken blades.
Ooh. He's picked up everyone's...
He's gone around and picked up all the blades.
All the broken blades?
He breaks them. He then puts them on the floor and he snaps them.
Oh, okay.
He has a small hand axe and he puts them on something and just smashes the blade.
Right, okay, yeah, I like that.
He's not just... Yeah, it would be nice if he was snapping them with his bare hands, but he's not quite that guy.
So, maybe we should get off the... Grot.
Yeah, wait a second. I'm thinking up a scheme.
Maybe we should think up our schemes off the island.
No, this is an island scheme.
Oh.
What if we just bring everyone here and kill everyone?
I don't think we're gonna be able to pull this off twice.
You say that, but it worked so well the first time.
It did. How many boats do we have? Two.
Do we
have two.
Yeah?
2 boats. Do we need to send a message
I think we do.
to the town?
No, the town's not really involved in it, Dante. I know you're angry at them because they spotted you were a criminal.
I had to hide
Correctly
with flour
so.
in my
I know
hair.
they correctly spotted you were a murdering criminal. But no, I think we should send another message. Give me 1 second. Grot's looking around. He's kind of walking around.
I'm already holding Lavina's head. Was it
at the
Lavina or...
bodies.
You've taken the head off already.
Yeah, I've taken one of their heads off.
So Grot's going to go over to Octavius's body, or Octavian, and he's going to take the mask off.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can have the other... Would I sort of picked up Lavina's, or was it still on her face?
I would have fallen off as she died. You got their masks?
Are we going to start collection?
No, I think we only need one. And Grot takes the mask, and he looks at Dante, and he walks over to Dante, and goes, looking at you, I see an evil Vryloka bastard. Now, and Grot holds up the clown mask in front of you and goes, now I see an evil clown Vryloka bastard.
It's a plan, but haven't we thought about this before? Do you remember when we were in the woods, we thought about taking a clown costume and hiding our faces and going there, and we thought maybe my acrobatic skills, and they're looking at my sort of physique, might not think that perhaps I was the right person.
What do you mean?
Well, each of the masks was to a specific person.
Yes.
So I can't wear the female one because, I don't have tits.
That's why I didn't get the female one. I got the piggy face one for you. You're Piggy Face, the clown. So, can I roll an insight, thinking if Dante matches the shape of this clown enough that if
Not
it's
a million miles away. He won't be able to do the tricks and the jumping 15 feet in the air. But, yeah.
What about voice and stuff, though, as well?
He was a lot more verbose and sort of hello than you, but, it's not to say you couldn't try and bluff it. It would certainly give you access to, that these guys are in charge and not to be questioned. Everyone else is subservient to them. So, unless you come across another Delata, you would suspect that you're pretty confident in walking around the
Having a look. Yeah, no point.
Suck it.
Yeah. I was going to say insight, like his clothes and stuff, how would they look over the breastplate and...
Over the breastplate, it might be more difficult. Without the breastplate, you're thinking you'd probably pull it off pretty well.
I think we ascertained in that instance where I was fighting without it that my AC is a meager 12 or 13, which is pretty dangerous.
You know there's such a thing as picking your battles, Dante. I know that your breastplate is your security blanket, but maybe, I don't know, you could have Rill dressed as a clown here as well, and he could carry it around for you in a sack.
Rill, do you think if I pushed enough coins under my skin that perhaps I could get a subdermal...
You're gonna get an exoskeleton, are you, Dante?
No, a subdermal one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, it's looking at the woman's dress, and she was not in a figure-hugging outfit, so to speak. It was sort of a corset. It's sort of a structured, sort of Victorian, more Elizabethan number. So actually, you wouldn't need a feminine figure to wear that.
All right, okay.
And with the mask,
don't they wear corset? So it's not a corset one.
No, it's billowing, skirts with the actual structure underneath them, so you can't actually see what shape someone would be. The dress itself is all shaped to the woman's body. You wouldn't actually have to have that feminine figure. The dress itself has a feminine figure.
I see. What about the upper half of the body, though?
Yeah, it's sort of structured. It is essentially an armour underneath it that was made for it. Now, you could probably force yourselves one of you into it, and you could wear that.
One of us into it.
Neither of you could wear that one.
You'd have to have a shave, Grot.
Well, it comes to the mask.
But I would imagine that the mask is just covering his face, right?
Yes, but it comes with the wig that she was wearing and the hat she was wearing.
A hairy neck, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, the high ruff that all the costumes come with.
Are you trying to pretend I wouldn't look good in this? Come on.
Well, let's make Rill decide.
Real nods and goes, I think with some modifications, we could make this dress fit him.
But don't we want it to fit Dante? Because you're worried about your armour. Could you wear armour under this dress?
Right, would it be...
Yeah. And Grot could wear... Grot would struggle more with his hair on the other one.
Was she a bit of a unit?
No, she's not humongous, but this is a weird armour thing that he's like, yeah, I could probably make this fit you. He's good with a needle and thread from his net fixing.
His Netflix... Oh, net fixing.
Fucking hell.
No, Netflixing.
I know your son's dead.
He watches a lot of Great British Sewing Bee on Netflix.
Ice Truckers.
Whatever you want.
Why is he watching
How does
Ice
that help
Truckers?
him with sewing?
Huh?
Good.
It's been too much for you today, hasn't it? It's just when he randomly says Ice Truckers.
Yeah. And he just looks at you like, yeah, idiot.
It's not even on Netflix.
No, I didn't think it was. I don't think Great British Sewing Bee is, but at least it's a sewing programme I managed to link to.
Is it a real programme?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Is Ice Truckers a real programme?
Yeah.
Well, it's got more to do with mining than sewing.
Has it got much to do with mining?
Well, they're taking products from one place to another.
Oh, that's what mining is, isn't it? Yeah.
Could you describe mining for me? Taking products from one place to another? Thank you very much. And now deliveries. Oh, that's digging a big hole and taking the resources out. Thank you!
So, right, okay, so actually, bizarrely and counterintuitively, we think the female outfit might be more fitting for myself.
Why is that bizarrely? Makes intuitive sense. You are a big girl's blouse.
You think you could have one each, really?
I have
with
got
some
a bit
repairs?
skinny, actually, haven't I?
Yeah, you're not meaning too much, but you could have one if you want to go in as a pair. Because the issue is these guys seem like they came as a pair, the two of them.
I have a look at her. I don't think we're going to be able to use her rough. It's a bit
Yeah, it is.
rough.
It is. It would take some time to repair the outfits, and his has got quite a few shuriken holes in it.
Yes.
He was peppered, and quite a big javelin hole in the front. But with some repairs and some sort of darning, you could both have an outfit able to walk around the circus unspotted. Advantage being if Dante's in one of the outfits, obviously, if one of the other Delata does turn up, you get the Vryloka ping, which Grot would not.
From a distance, you sense like a Vryloka and you look like a Vryloka.
Just a quick perception. How is the 9 + 4? How is the boat with Gorlak's body doing?
The one that was sunk.
Has it sunk yet?
It's half sunk, yeah. It's
Yeah, we might have to get that back.
Yeah, we might have to get that back.
Yeah. So we could either take Gorlak's body and we go and show that we that the deed was done.
And claim the money.
Okay, but the problem with that idea.
I'm joking, Grot.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's not about the money, it's about the vengeance.
I never know with you. I never know what inspires you. Whenever I think you've hit your rock bottom, there's a new level of morality you manage to sink to. But the problem is, if you take Gorlak's body back, you're gonna have to explain to PC Primrose, or to this Pedro, the head of the latter. You'll have to do some talking. Piero. Thanks, Real. You have to do some talking.
Real's got a notebook with all the names written down. I'm keeping a check on all of it for you.
So it's good somebody is.
So there's going to be some fishiness going on. I don't know how you move suspicion off our fake identities. How do you make it so the word is out that we killed Gorlock here?
It could be... We could use his body to distract everyone to a single point in the camp. If we go back with him on a cart...
What's this thing? What the hell is this new thing where you've got to put bodies on carts and then run them into things?
No, wait. We go there, we talk to the guards. We, disguised as the Delata, tell them, wait here, or go get Piero. They will all come out and look at the body, perhaps, drawing them away from...
Perhaps, but they might ask to get a debriefing from us. I mean, we could just we could pass off the body to the guards at the circus and say, "Hey, go tell PC Primrose the deed is done," and then we go on our way. Like, we could do that, but there still might be suspicions if we get seen around the circus.
It's true.
But I think that's the best.
Whatever
plan.
gives us the best opportunity to kill these evil people. To whatever gives us the best opportunity to strike and gain vengeance upon them that have hurt me, that have hurt Rill, and probably killed his son, Maskim.
I mean, there are a lot of assumptions in that there, aren't there? Feels like you're putting names in front of your crosshairs, when actually these guys haven't done anything to you.
But they're part of the same coven. They're all part of the same group. They will do unto other people as they did unto me. It must be stopped. How would you... I don't know. My life was going one way and then, in a moment, its direction was changed.
Well, I won't argue with that. Certainly seems like that's the case. One thing we can do, though, is put Gorlock's body on a boat with Rill and then sail back to the docks and see who's there to meet us. If Octavio was right, that there is a whole bunch of people waiting at the docks to come check on him, then we could go see who they are, and we'll have the upper hand.
could. What if there are more Delata there? This will end in a clown fight. We don't want to get custard on our face.
Well, if they bring custards, then that's the least of our worries.
This conversation is gone.
That's their weapon of
It's
choice.
just so much weird imagery already.
That's their weapon of choice.
So Rill is
That's fine.
like he had to got his shirt back on because he thought we were leaving, but he's taking his shirt back on because he's got to swim down and now recover Gorlock's body.
It's his fault. We left Gorlock in a perfectly fine place, just floating, bobbing on the water.
So Rill, being the strongest swimmer, swims down and drags Gorlock's body out, looking a little bit fed up with your indecisiveness of please give Gorlock a funeral. No, let's take his body so we can put it
Sorry,
on.
Real, this basically always happens.
Well, at least we didn't burn him like you suggested.
Well, I didn't do anything with him.
Yeah, but you said, we should just burn them both or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I think you literally said, let's just burn them both or whatever.
Okay, and then who was one? So I said something stupid. Who was one that did something?
And then I tried to do the right thing,
which was wrong.
but I tried to do the right thing, and
Yeah.
I have it on good authority that
one
intention
thing,
is...
Dante, you still haven't learned is trying to do the right thing, but doing the worst thing doesn't stop you from being a bad person.
Rill has accidentally dropped Gorlock's body.
Real, could you go get it back? Where have you dropped it?
No, he was carrying on his shoulder and he just dropped it on the floor.
All right, not in the water.
No, he looks really awkward and slowly picks it up again and he's like, sorry.
Well, I mean, he's not going to get any deader, so... Put him in the remaining clown boat.
Oh, he turns around and puts it in the remaining cloud. He's going to go and put it in his
What
boat.
were the normal people we were fighting? Grot
Yeah.
goes and checks them. What would they actually look like? Were they weren't like clowns. They were just like
They weren't
guards
addressed
or
as clowns. They were,
bandits.
yeah, they not as bandits, but
Yeah.
just in sort of like simple workers' garb. So you think they were mucking out animal cages, or it's relatively brightly coloured. It's not like dull, but it's not like a full clown outfit. Not a million miles away from the guards who are on the doors of the freak show,
Okay.
who were sort of like barkers rather than sort of full-on clowns. They weren't doing like an act. They never face painted.
So Dante, what do you think about this? Should we go another route, or should we go back to the docks with Gorlock's body, dressed as the clowns? It's your vengeance, so you can choose.
Say we go to the docks, though, and we find a load of clowns there. What do we gain from that?
Kill more clowns. I thought that's what you wanted.
But then we're in the middle of town and trying to get run out of town again.
Clowns killing clowns is clown on clown violence. No one cares.
You have no reason to believe that the guards would not get involved in that.
no, but they'll just be like, oh, some clowns killing each other.
No,
Grot and Dante, they weren't.
I'm sorry, God, stay out of this. It's clown business.
No, I don't think that Grot and Dante are involved in this, but they would still stop the people fighting in town and arrest people.
Yeah, they'll get killed as well.
Right, okay. As long as you're alright with the guards getting involved as well.
Well, we could go over there and then put them all on the boat, bring them back to the island, and then fight them there again.
Who?
Real.
No, I have it.
Okay,
I've got it.
Wait, Real, Dante's
Wait,
got
Real.
it. Got it.
We go to the pontoon. We hand over the body. We say we have recovered.
What's the pontoon?
You've not been. It's a wicked night out.
The dock, the pontoon.
A pontoon is a floating island made of like rafts. We do not have one of those.
Well-
A jetty.
Well, they need to increase their naval.
They do need. It would be
Ability.
great if they had a pontoon. I always thought, when did I mention a pontoon?
So we go to the dock, which is soon to be getting a pontoon for the milk deliveries, and we hand over the body and we say we need Piero to come and see what we found on the island,
Do you think you can?
and that way we get at.
I get it.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think we can sell that lie?
With the body of the person we've been looking for?
And what if it's a Delata there, and you're there trying to be this lady clown?
Well, we have a plan B, which is we have a clown fight.
Okay. Fingers crossed straight to
I mean,
the
if only there
plan.
was someone left alive that we could ask who was left on the shore. If only we had thought about this before I stabbed someone in the neck again.
This hasn't happened before.
At least we know what's going on in the red tent now. To be fair, he did give us some good information. I do feel a little bit sorry about hamming up his death.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I just told her I think we should.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, I mean, unless you have a better idea. This way we get to the
We either
head.
do it, we go to the docks, or we just go the long way round. Going to the docks means we can either find out who's waiting there. It means that if it is a Delata, or if it is a target we can take down, we can take them down on the docks. Like Real suggested, rudely interrupting us, that there might be guards there that makes that more messy. Or we can convince the people there that, I don't know, that they can come to the island, like you said, but that might be a hard thing to convince. So either we take the long way round and cut out the docks, or we go to the docks and then we kill whoever's there. Either on the island or at the docks.
Garo is head of Delata.
Yep.
Arkwright was at the initial ceremony. I recognised him from the initial ceremony.
Yep.
From when my master was going to be turned into Vryloka.
He's going to be one of your main targets.
Right. And PT Primrose, was he at the hotel particular?
At the hotel particular, as was Arkwright as part of the
So he
council.
will, if he sees my face, he'll recognise me.
Both of them probably will recognise you.
Arkwright and PT Primrose. Okay.
Yeah, there's a chance they would both probably be on the boat.
So actually, they're more important than Piero.
Yeah, in the council thing, you've never heard of Piero before. PT Primrose and Arkwright, you've heard of.
So whilst we might be able to get Piero to come to the island a second time, unlikely those two council members are going to go do.
Very odd for them to be doing odd jobs. Right. You know that they had these Ambrosiere, the sort of main followers who did their dirty work. Maybe Piero is that. You know that obviously Mikola of Herlev had the Calicu who would do work like this for him. Like you send out on these missions.
Do you know what? We have to go see if. Oh, fuck, what's his name? Pukev. No, what was the head miner called from. The head miner called?
Popo?
Popov.
Popov.
Yeah,
Pukev. I knew it was P something. Popov.
Yeah. I forgot for a second.
We gotta go. Yeah. So let's take the body back, and depending on what happens at the docks, we either go and bluff it back to the circus, taking the body, or we just deal with whatever we find at the pontoon and then have to deal with it that way.
the jetty, yeah.
Can we stop saying the term pontoon?
Gorlak would have wanted it that way.
Poor Gorlak.
Grot.
One day he'll get his actual name.
Real.
Yeah?
They're going to recognise you at the dock, aren't they?
Yeah, I live round here.
Tell you what. Whoa!
Oh!
I mean, like,
That's an interesting noise, listeners.
really hit the table.
Real, what did you do there?
A proper podcast would edit a sound like that out, but you deserve that sound, listeners.
Yeah,
Earn it.
how dare you?
When I listen back half the time when you say that, I can't actually hear anything.
No, I punch the microphone quite regularly and then say I'm sorry for it, and then you can't hear me punching the microphone. But just in case there's someone who's listening on like a super high def Boss sound system.
Do we think the just before I say what I'm going to say, do we think that the circus is like over now? This late at night.
This time at night, it'll be. You probably think the last guest will be leaving. It'll be wrapping up for the evening.
Real.
So it'll be like people be going there might be a few guards out, but maybe most people will be going to bed at that point. You could ask, oh no, you can't.
No. Real. Take your boat back to your fishing hut. Park it up as normal. Maybe have a wash, get yourself something to eat, wrap some provisions up, and maybe we have you waiting in the forest near the circus, near the hill.
Yep.
He nods.
Yeah.
On the north side, or whichever side.
Yeah.
You approach from the south, so
Okay. So on the south side.
he'll wait along the path for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's give us a hand. Seems you're clearly the strongest person, huh? Getting the.
I gave him a lot.
Oh!
Still didn't care.
I pat down my pockets.
Your lollipop is there.
And I take out. Grot. I thought you might want this.
Why? Why would I want that, Dante?
Because it might remind you of what you had over these past few days with Gorlock.
You're right, it does. And I take it from Dante. Grot takes it from Dante, sniffs it, then smashes it on the ground.
It's symbolic. I didn't know you were religious, but that's I like it.
The Real loads up Gorlock into your.
What is whole has become unbroken and will be subsumed by the earth. back into where it once
Yeah,
was.
it's actually just a lollipop.
Real goes and gets in his boat and starts rowing back to his house. Like, that's it. Do me a perception check on the docks across the river.
8 total.
23.
You can see some torches on the docks, so it's clearly not dark over there. Something's happening over there.
Okay, let's wrap
But
up.
you cannot see any boats.
Let's wrap up Gorlock's body.
Should we take one of the guard's bodies with us and pretend that he died on the way or whatever?
No, I think that could just complicate things.
Okay, we take Gorlock's body then, yeah.
Wrap it up so in case we go there and there are guards.
Oh wait, we've forgotten something.
Are you going to put the outfits on?
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to then go back to Rill's cabin to repair them and fix them and sort them out. They don't fit you at the moment.
Oh.
And they've got big bloody holes in them.
No need to swear.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I guess so I guess we both pick up the outfits and like, oh no, this is gonna work.
Rill!
Can you come back with your sewing kit, please?
No, I guess let's get on the boat and let's quick time it. Wrap up Gorlock's body. Get the.
You're taking
outfits.
both boats back to Rill's then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
So we have to get it. We have to get them fixed if
Yeah.
we're going to try and sell it.
Yeah.
And I also Grot runs around the trees on the north side and pulls off the.
One was up the top.
All the traps?
No, the
Oh, yeah,
barb,
the barb thing, yeah.
the
That's
crossbow
not different
bolt
too.
with it.
What about the traps?
I think leave them there.
Yeah?
Because if anyone investigates, it explains why
Okay.
all the dead bodies are there,
Yeah.
rather than call that.
Ooh, do we want to get rid of the... Right, before we leave, the body of Lavina and Octavia, which have
Oh yes, definitely.
like obviously
Yeah.
petrified or died differently.
Yeah. They're unrecognisable as the people they once were.
But somebody who was
anyone who's in the know would
knowledgeable
know.
Yeah,
would
we
know.
definitely take them. Yeah, we definitely take them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're just naked on the floor at the moment.
Well, can we just?
They're in
Can
their undergarments.
Oh, I took them too.
how about if we shoved stones down their necks and then tried to put them under the water?
Well, Lavinia has no heads, and you took...
Which just makes it easier
If
to
you
shove the
want-
stones down her
If
head.
you want to do that on the boat, I will row, and then you can shove.
Well, we've got lines. Could we not tie rocks to them and actually just put them in the water?
So let's do it on the way.
Do you want to put two horribly putrid corpses on the boat?
Really? That's where you draw the line, Dante. From
you-
all
It's
that we've
unclean
done.
flesh.
Dante, are you taking any food for the journey?
I'm not cutting flesh off the dead bodies. No.
Okay, you are going to start to get hungry soon.
Well, I know I'm injured. I need to sleep as well.
Yeah, but
Dante,
Andy,
why are you
you'll
staring
start,
at-
You'll
why are you-
start starving.
Why are you just staring at that?
But what's I been doing this whole time?
No, you're not, but you...
I did leave her to go get
You
food.
did, yes. It's still the night and your bird does not come back with the food for you. It's as if you travelled a huge distance.
What do people have birds for if not to bring them food?
It's a good point.
I mean, like, I'm sure this is like a national thing.
It's an international thing.
Yeah, global.
Universal, if anything. So, you are going to need to find
save
some,
this one for
some meat
Women's Day
at
next
some
year.
point.
Yes, I am. Well, I mean, we're with the fishermen, although I don't really. The flesh of fish is not.
That doesn't count.
Would do very
No.
little for you.
Yeah.
Why are you not taking the flesh off these bodies?
Because I've not stooped to that level yet.
You took the tongues out of the last people you killed and ate them.
Did I?
Yeah.
When was that?
When you killed them before they got on the... when you put them on the carriage. You took
Oh, right, tongue party then.
right, okay.
What is that again? That's even worse.
It's what you started doing.
Did I eat
Yeah,
them?
you ate their tongues. You shared.
God,
them
that's
with,
horrible.
You shared them with Io, and I said, "What? Shared them shared them?" And you went, "No, I didn't share them with Io." And I went, "What do you mean?" You went, "I ate a bit, then Io ate a bit." I went, "That is sharing." And you went, "No, we didn't share them like Lady in the Tramp." And I went, "That's not the only way people share." you were like, "Oh well, fine, but we shared them, and not like that." And I was like, "That's fine." But yeah, you and Io shared a human tongue.
Maybe that's why she's not catching anything.
There's still something less cannibalistic about eating someone's tongue than the rest of their body.
not. If anything, there's more.
No.
It's more cannibalistic.
No, because it's like it's not got any facial features. It doesn't look like a body part that's external. Like
It's like you're kissing them, but then eating them.
no, because like I would
So
imagine.
I would definitely prefer to eat someone's calf than their tongue, for sure.
I suppose actually I hadn't thought about it. But
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
it's a bit- it's a bit-
Thinking about his eating people.
Do you not think it's a bit weirder, like, I don't know, having like a bag of people's calf muscles than tongues?
No, it's both bad. Yeah.
Thought someone opens your bag and goes,
Oh.
"These human tongues. It's weird. It's not as weird as if they were legs, and there you go." Well, he's got a lot of people's tongues, but if I'm glad they're not legs.
Right.
Dante, you've kind of phased out. What are you doing? You're just
just-
standing over a couple of
I'm
bodies.
feeling
phasing out.
really dehydrated, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm feeling.
Do you want some water or wine? I've got some wine.
I need some wine of the body.
Do you want to drink my piss? What the fuck, Dante?
Oh, you are so funny, Grot. Go get your fucking shooty bits that you can't even work out.
I've already
how to
got
do.
them. But I'm just jabbing them in the crosshair. The mechanism is not working.
Right. Well, so first off, we get Lavina and Octavia's body.
Right.
We'll put them on the boat.
Yeah. With some lines and some fish. Real has lots of fishing lines.
Make sure they go on the boat that they came out with from the port.
Yep.
Because I don't want to get his fishing boat all bloody.
Right.
Just in case, for whatever reason, someone investigates. Go around and I find some tongues.
Right. You find some tongues.
Because I don't know why, but for some reason, like, to me, it's just like, it seems like defacing someone. I know, like, defacing, it's literally taking a bit of their face, the tongue, but like, or is the tongue a part of the face? It's not really, it's got the head, isn't it?
I don't care.
But it's taking an internal organ like the tongue. It's just worse. So better than taking like a bicep or. I mean,
Cut the livers then.
huh?
Why are you cutting their tongues out? Why you cut out their livers?
That's not a bad shout. Yeah, tongue and liver.
What do you think happens inside
I mean,
the
can you
body?
imagine the autopsy here? Well, they died because they fell in a giant bear claw, and then they were burned to death whilst trapped in the bear trap. You see, it's double trap. It doesn't sound good. Anyway, they were there, and then someone appears to have committed minor surgery.
Just because it doesn't sound good saying trapped in a bear trap doesn't mean you can change the word to bear claw.
Anyway, imagine. But anyway,
Anyway,
the doctor is like, and then somebody did minor surgery and removed their liver and their tongue.
I mean, minor surgery suggests that you're going to like sew them back up afterwards.
Well, no.
Someone just
Surgery is
someone
to going back
deboweled
in.
them.
Like, it's not necessarily the entirely.
I would say, oh look, it looks like someone's deboweled this corpse.
very
What
specifically.
surgery? Yeah.
I don't want the bowels.
No, but I imagine you're not going to be that upset if some like stuff gets moved out of the way while you get the liver.
Oh no, I definitely don't want what's in the like intestine. The
No,
poo,
not that you
it's
take
basically
it, but you're going to
poo.
rip it out of the way. You're not going to be careful and go around. That's all safe.
Oh no, I don't want to like leave them with their guts hanging out unnecessarily.
Oh, right, okay. So,
I'm not cruel.
Grot's sitting on the boat thinking, what the fuck is Dante doing in that?
Right, okay. I take some tongues and I for the first time, I don't know whether you want me to roll for it. I try and find where the liver is and
yeah, you can roll for it. It's going to be relatively easy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to open up the body and poke around until you find the liver.
Oh, is it really that easy?
Liver's massive in the body.
Is it?
Yeah, liver's a huge bit of you.
Oh, I look for out of the people. I look for the least yellow one, the one that looks like they haven't been drinking as much.
Okay.
I don't want an unhealthy liver.
That's fine.
15 plus whatever investigation or like.
Yeah, you slit open the chest, you break some ribs, and you pull out a liver.
Oh, I said I was going to put a heart on a thing. I take one of their hearts. No, we got. It has to be one of Lavina or Octavia's hearts as well.
Right. Okay.
So I have liver off the person and some tongues. And
okay. So you wrap up in some wax paper the liver and tongues to put in your food bag.
Yeah.
That's sorted and away. You then find Lavinia's body.
Well, we're taking that. Well, I can do that.
She's
while,
on the boat.
I can do that while we're
While
on the boat.
you sit down and Grot pushes the boat out. You're already slicing open the body, humming to yourself while looking for a heart.
And I look at. I sort of nod to Rill. Revenge.
Hasn't Bill already gone back?
Rill was waiting in the boat, just waiting for any more commands.
Yeah, I just cut out their hearts and I hold in their hearts. Like, this is vengeance.
And you do hear the voice within you again just go, blood.
Oh, I need to ask him about that.
Rill has started rowing off, sort of smiling, but looking a bit baffled because the bit where the tongue's confused.
There's one for you, brother.
He's looking at the tongues and the liver, going, "I don't get that bit." But
I've never felt this alive. I don't say it very loudly though.
When Rill finds out you're one of these Roloka, he's going to be furious. So you row back towards Rill's cottage. He gets there first because he's the best at rowing. And you...
when we're halfway along the water, I try and work out whether there is some way we can make them sink to the bottom.
Yeah, you've got... Rill gave you fishing line and they're wearing... They've got underclothes, so you could
I guess if you
rocks
cut
into
open
that.
the lungs as well, there's no air.
Yeah,
inside.
there's no air in them, so you can stuff them with
Yeah.
rocks themselves. So
Yep.
you just put their bodies full of rocks.
Right.
You sink them.
Yep.
There's no currents on
Minus the hearts.
minus the hearts. There's no real currents on the lake, so you think they'll just stay relatively still. You can't see much movement for them.
So body parts, I've got
One liver.
no, not those bits. But
Oh.
I've got the heart of Lavina and Octavia. Have I got their heads as well?
You cut their heads off. I don't know.
Yep.
Up to
Okay,
you.
right. That's sorted. We're good. We're good to go.
I'm so happy all your little ducks are in a row.
And
Let's
then
get
you've got
inside.
5 tongues. One of the ones that was burnt was too badly burnt.
So we
And I let you take the liver of one of the people who didn't die of poisoning.
Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. That or alcohol poisoning.
Yes, well, you know, he did die poisoning from that, but he may have been dying of alcohol poisoning as well.
Okay, right. I'm glad we got that all out of the way. God, Grot.
But you get back to Rill's cut, and
Can I scout along the coastline
of
towards
course
the
you
dock
can.
to see if there's any commotion going down? 10 plus 4, 14.
Yes, you can see boats heading out.
Fuck's sake.
Well, for fuck's sake, but maybe we're just in time. We need to get in here and fix up these outfits.
Or do we need to kill all them?
Well, we could go back and kill all of them, sure.
But I mean, if they go to the island, to be fair, they won't find Lavinia or Octavia's bodies
Yeah,
now.
that's the point. They're not going to find Gorlock, they're not going to find Octavia, and they're going to find the woman. What they'll find is a bunch of traps and dead bodies.
But then they'll be like, oh, why didn't you come back to the port? Why did you just go straight back to the circus?
Well, if we fix these outfits up quickly, maybe we can go back to the docks.
Okay.
Rill goes, couldn't you say that you had to chase Gorlock down, that he fled in a boat?
That's a cracking idea.
Well,
Real.
it's good reels around.
Rolled a 17 for good ideas.
Yeah, even Danny, I'm quite impressed.
Who's Danny? What?
Yeah, out of order.
I have to reduce my hit points. So, Real, how long do you think it'll take to...
Yeah, real.
You have to reduce your hit points.
Well, I haven't changed it on the app.
Ah, right.
Real. So we'll be happy to help because your eyesight's quite bad.
Yeah.
But how can we help fix these outfits up so we can sell the lie?
He just pushes you away and goes, just let me work. You two rest, let me work.
Okay, fine.
Do you think maybe we should rest downstairs, or...
He moves and stuff
I'd
around.
like to visit the shrine.
He opens it up so you can go down there and work, but he sits upon his little jetty. It's a nice night, and he starts to work on the outfits. He says, by dawn I should have them ready.
Okay, I'm gonna stay inside the house and keep a lookout for what's happening on the island.
You will then be exhausted.
I'm going to stay in the
You'll start having
shrine.
stages of exhaustion.
Well, can I just see what's happening and then play it by ear?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what goes on.
Okay, you stay there for about half an hour,
I think we could deal with the first level of exhaustion.
can.
and you just see the boats come back
To...
to the docks.
They're gonna think Gorlock's a monster.
Real, I would have been so much more worried about this situation were it not for your cracking idea.
Thank you.
Hor has blessed you.
Lovely.
Do you mind if we have a conversation in the temple about some...
In my shrine,
Yes, the shrine.
I need to finish these by morning for you, really, don't I?
You do, but this is really quite pressing and it won't take long.
Okay, he comes down to the shrine.
So I tap my chest.
He taps it, smiles, like
Yeah.
a friend.
I've really felt the power run through my veins, but I think I may have heard a voice in my head.
Real just looks confused.
Has Hua ever spoken to you?
Just once.
And what did he say? Or she?
He.
He.
The face, it's got a beard.
I know, but we can't assume gender.
We're not assuming, we know.
Well, do we? I mean,
Yeah, it's in all the literature.
he looks like a man.
No, he brings out a book and he goes, it says in the book.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, he says, only when I first found of Hua and I first put the coin to my chest did I hear his voice.
And what did he say to you?
He said, bring me blades.
Bring you blades.
And he points to the blades all over the floor.
I heard something very similar. He said, bring me blood.
Oh, I've got the blades. Did you bring him blood?
I think we did.
Oh, I've been doing this much more literally. I've been
see.
bringing him blades.
And where have you been putting the blades? Just on the wall, or did you leave them in
No, you
front
look
of
on
the
the floor
shop?
and there's all the broken blades. He'd snapped all the blades and piled them around his statue.
I take the two hearts out,
You right?
and I offer one to him.
He takes it off you and he starts putting it towards his mouth.
No, I go. No, I mean,
Oh,
maybe we squeeze. Or,
okay, yes, I didn't know what we were doing.
do you want? We can hold hands at the same time. I don't know if it makes you more powerful or.
You blink just for a second, then you realise somehow, after a quick ruffle, his shirt's off again.
Oh, is that necessary?
I just, you can see the coin then?
Okay. Take off the.
He smiles.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't know you were going to see your shirt off.
Yeah, I
Real
take-
very happy.
I take my shirt off.
You hold hands.
No, there's no holding hands. We got the shirt off now. So I hold the heart with both hands in front of the shrine.
He
And,
copies your actions.
I mean, you should really be leading this, but then I just sort of I start to squeeze it, not so much to completely destroy the heart, but so that the blood starts to seep
Like a
between
sponge.
it starts to seep between my fingers and.
Now, don't forget the Vryloka hearts, the blood is sort of coagulated. It thickens into the black paste, so it's almost like a black, thick...
Well, maybe I give it a little shake, like a tomato sauce bottle that's like really the glass one. The stuff won't come out of.
So you start to shake your ketchup out, and Will's doing the same, really squeezing the ventricles so it plops.
Why have you made this-
It's like squeezing thick treacle out of these
Yeah,
tubes.
these guys smoke too much.
And yeah, a few drops land upon the blades at the bottom, but you don't get any sign that this has helped in any way or hindered.
Right. Okay.
But Rill is smiling ear to ear. He's very excited about this new ritual.
Well, I didn't hear his voice, but I feel better inside.
Do you want the heart back?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you never know when this might come in useful. Now, thinking back to the Hotel Particular,
Yeah,
how many Vryloka do I think were there?
hundreds.
Right. Three down, several hundred to go.
And you knew from what they have said that not all the Vryloka attended.
Several hundred.
You think there's quite a lot of these fellas out there.
Right. Now, I apologise for taking your time, thank you.
He goes back upstairs and continues working the outfits. You are quite a long way away from town, so you can't really hear what they're doing in town, but you don't see any more boats go over to the
I
islands.
think I'll rest now then.
Rill says he'll keep an eye out for any sort of trouble. Dante, are you going to rest as well?
Yeah, I'm not leaving the shrine.
Okay, Rill realises you're going to try and sleep down there and bring some blankets down so you can curl up on the shrine, and he finishes off your outfits. It's late night, about 2 a.m, but you can get like 4 or 5 hours sleep in, so you're not exhausted by any stretch of imagination. You can recharge most of your powers if you have them. I don't mind that, because you'd only rest a bit longer if you needed to, and you didn't have that. You weren't to the point of death, were you, either of you?
Well,
You
I'd
were-
given I was at 46 out of 76, but I'd given
Okay.
you 15 help points from laying on hands.
I think Grot was relatively healthy throughout the whole thing.
It was very, it was very generous.
And Rill sort of wakes you up. He actually wakes Grot up first and says, "Get down in the shrine."
Oh, okay, I'm going. I scamper down, jump down in the shrine as soon as possible. Where's Gorlak's body and so forth? I would have thought we would put it in the shrine.
Would you board inside?
I would have brought it inside and put it in a place where it's prepared to be hidden.
He folds the body down with you quickly.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think I would have brought it in the shrine with me, but I think we would have
Oh.
brought it inside.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
just that. But okay, I'll grab it and throw it.
If you'd have suggested it, then that's fine, but I'm not going
He
to
quickly,
game
you
it.
hear him padding around upstairs, putting the stuff down, and heading outside and roll perception checks, the two of you.
Just make sure we've got... The one thing I would ask him to bring is the clothes he was sewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's put them inside and put them
Yep.
down, yeah. Yeah, he would have given those to you straight away. He's
9.
16 plus 4, 20.
You hear voices come up and greet him by name. So they say, "Well met, Rill. How are you?" And he responds, "Very well, yes, yes. Poor."
Oh, where did we put the other boat? It's just
That'll be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be two boats there. He says, "Poor evening fishing. Poor evening fishing." And sort of you hear some sort of thuds of sort of heavy boots and sort of stamping around. And he goes, "Trouble last night in town? There's been more trouble out on the island. I thought you'd best know. I know how protective you are over it." And you don't hear Rill say much. There's sort of a moment of silence, and he just goes, "Thanks for letting me know." And just one thing, where do you get that extra boat from? Where's that turned up from?
Let's hope Rill's a good liar.
Yeah.
And Rill sort of looks at him and goes, "Oh, I found that washed up on the lakeside this morning.
I'd have gone for that.
I just dragged it here because, I'll be
it's a
honest,
boat.
free boat. I could have sold it. It's been a lean year." It sounds pretty convincing to you. There's no quaver in his voice.
I believe him.
He answered quickly. You don't know how well the other guy bought it, but he goes, "Oh, well, there was just some people went missing last night, so that might have something to do with it. The captain might be down just to take the boat back. Sorry about that, Rill. It looks like it was one of the... it was maybe Josiah's boat. Do you mind if Josiah comes and collects it later, maybe?" And Rill just sort of... You hear Rill go, "No, that's fine. That's fine. He can have his boat back."
We hadn't heard Josiah.
You haven't heard of Josiah, no. And after a few minutes, Rill plies up the floor again and sort of goes, "All clear."
Well done, Rill. That was pretty good diffusing the situation.
He nods and he goes, "They saw the second boat, but I think they believed me when I said I just found it."
Yeah. In a way, we did just find it.
Well, indeed. It looks like it's just Josiah's boat. He's one of the fishermen from town. So he must have just borrowed 2 fisher boats to get over.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Rill... Was Rill there when we questioned the last guy that we killed on the island?
Yeah. The guy who was covered in rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rill was down there with you.
Rill, do you think there's any chance that your son might have been taken into service? These people said they were kidnapping people.
Rill blinks quite a few times and he goes, "No, my boy'd rather have died than joined them, surely."
When you, all those years ago, when you searched the island, and I don't know how to phrase this sensitively, but did you find any conclusive evidence that he had passed?
No, we never found any of the bodies from there.
Did you find anything to say he had been there?
Yeah, I found his tears of his clothes that he'd been on the beach, and I found his boat washed up on the shore. He must have been there.
Was there anything about your son that, should in our travels we come across him, would we recognise it? Did he have a
Well, yeah,
a deformity, a birthmark?
he's got a burn on his face.
Anything?
His right cheek's badly burnt. You'd recognise it. From under the eye all the way to the jaw.
It was 40 years ago, was it? So this guy be what, like 50 now or something? Or how old was?
How
old was?
He was 20.
How old's Rill?
Will's like an old man.
Dude beat me in the fucking strength contest.
He's
Yeah.
so weak. He's got old man strength. He's always been an old man. He's an old man fisherman that can barely see.
He's like 75, 80.
yeah.
Man tonk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an impressive specimen who's
He's
devoted...
been around murdering people for like...
That's why he's Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't go Clint Eastwood, that young gun.
Okay. So, yeah, so he'd literally, like, his son would be, like, 58, 60 or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Can I roll insight to remember if we ever saw anyone like that, just on the very off chance? 7 plus 0.
Not that you can remember. You also don't know if Ryloka's age.
If Ryloka age, though, yeah.
So if he was taken as in service of the Dark Man, you don't know if he would age.
But then the people that are working the mine who've been kidnapped, we don't think that, like, because the clowns haven't been turned into Ryloka and stuff like that, have
Well,
they?
some of the Delata have, some haven't they? This was 40 years ago, you don't know what's happened. So if he's just been taken as like, oh, you've been taken, then no, you're right, he would be older. If, however, he'd been converted at some point, then you don't know what he'd look like now. He might look exactly
This
the
isn't
same.
a revelation to me that Ryloka lived longer, is it?
No.
No.
Also, no one's saying this to you.
No, I know, but I remember us talking
Yes.
about this before.
Yeah,
Some of
right. You don't know much about the Ryloka aging
No,
process.
no, okay. We'll continue to do our best to look for either a conclusion to your story or vengeance.
Oh, thank you.
If you could help us along our way with the
Oh,
clothes.
yeah, he's like, well, they're ready.
Oh, they're ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, wow.
I just was letting you sleep because you looked exhausted.
We were pretty tired.
He hands you your outfits, and he has made them so.
Not tired enough for more vengeance, though, eh?
Well, I will have to rest when you you go to town.
But
I
that's
will take
fine.
a couple of hours sleep before I head up to the circus.
I have more than a couple.
Have at least 3.
Thank you. But please come and speak to me before you go, so I know what the plan is.
Well, at the moment, we'll leave it with the plan that we discussed yesterday. But should anything change, don't leave before... What time is it now? In the morning?
It's sort of 7 in.
And we reckon it's, what, an hour to the town or less?
It's like
or
half an hour.
half an hour to the town. 7 in the morning. Don't leave here before sunset. What time will sunset be?
5:36 ish.
Grot, what do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Don't leave here before sunset.
Okay.
If we're not back, then with plan sticks as it is.
Okay.
Or we're dead.
Real just nods. Yes. I'll meet you outside the evening. I'll meet you in the circus.
I would
I'll
imagine-
obviously recognise your outfits.
Yeah, yes. And if you don't see us or any explosions during the night, then we're probably dead.
Okay.
But
Okay. So he helps you get Gorlock's body out of the shrine.
The question is, Dante, how are we going to get to the circus?
how are we going to get the body there?
Yep.
I guess we just drag it.
We're gonna drag the body all
You
the way.
think dragging's easier than carrying?
If we put it on like a sheet of paper, that's how you...
A sheet.
not paper, of material. Like so you create like a sled.
And you think that's easier than carrying it?
100% that's how you move casualties around.
Yeah, but easy doesn't mean necessarily physically. We can be dragging a body past town on the main road to the circus.
Yeah.
You're like, it's alright, God. I know you're staring. It's not on paper. It's on material.
I misspoke when I said paper.
Yeah, but it might physically. I'm sure for the long distance that is easier. But you're going to go to the woods with a body.
Like, don't we have horses we can get?
No,
No.
Where are horses gone? Where's our
Well,
car?
you lost them
Yeah.
ages ago. I think you left them with Gorlock, and Gorlock took them back to Rakab's. Did you abandon them at Rakab's? When did you last have the horses? We haven't had the
Didn't we
horses.
leave them in
No,
the,
no.
did we leave them in the
I
forest?
think
Yeah,
we
you
left
set
them
them off in the forest. Yeah.
So
Oh,
did
no,
you
maybe
do
he
that?
took them home and that's how they found... Well, that was one of the things... Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, you definitely
Let them go
abandoned
in
them in
the
the
forest.
forest at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe if we go back, we got some horses in the forest then.
Gorlock is light. He's a halfling. He's small.
I think maybe.
Well, we could put him in a bag.
Yeah, folding him up in the bag. It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to take all of him as well.
Well, no, we don't. But I think you'll fit in. Real, do you have a bag big enough for Gorlock's dead body?
Rill sort of looks for like a large sack, and he gives you a sack that's probably used to hold fish, but he can probably.
So we're gonna walk as the clowns all the way.
We can walk up to the forest and cut through the forest and go into the back of the circus.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or just throw the body in the sack over one of the caravans and let them find it.
I'm sure we could
No,
walk
we
away.
have to. We have to deliver it. Hopefully to low level guards and say we're busy and they need to tell. They need to go to PC Primrose or whoever and tell them that
that we did our job.
God, I'm so sorry about. I was just thinking practically about cutting bits off him. I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
It's how your mind works.
It's just I want
It's
this.
always about
I just want
what's
this
for
to.
you.
No, I just want this to end, and
What to end, Dante?
I just want this whole nightmare and vengeance to be over.
We've barely even started. You just said free Fryloka down, several hundred to go. You just said that to Rill. And now you're telling me you want this nightmare to be over. The easiest way for this nightmare to be over is to take that sword to your neck and fucking slice.
Oh, the
it.
easy way out. Where's the vengeance? This nightmare will be over when the vengeance is ticked.
So
ticked,
what
ticked.
you're telling me is you enjoy the nightmare.
I'm not sure enjoy is the active word I'd use.
Well, what word would you use?
You hear Rill starting to snore gently in his bed.
Anyway. Does he fit in the bag?
Yes, Rill's giving you a sack large enough to carry Gorlock in.
Okay, well... But I mean, like, if we're going to go through the forest, we could have just dragged him. But yeah, the bag is better.
Dragging Gorlock about.
Which way are we going to go?
Which I'm not quite sure on the geography at the moment, but I think
If
to
you
the
headed
forest,
due north, you would go through the forest
Yeah,
and you would
let's do
hit the circus.
let's do that. And I
We've
think,
had success that way before.
I think if we wear the clown outfits,
In fact, we know that there are patrols.
yeah, where?
Around the
edge of
outside.
circus. Yeah, you have bumped into those before. They only
We
came
fought
out
one.
when they heard the noises of someone cracking on a log, so they're not necessarily always
Yeah.
there, and that was at night.
But
You're on the daytime.
we just shout them over into the forest, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's wear the clown outfits, but maybe a cloak on top, so from a distance it doesn't draw attention.
good idea in the forest.
And then, but we have the masks ready, so if anyone really approaches us from the circus, we can be like, "Ooh."
Are we? Can we? Yeah, we can remember which way around the masks went.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the piggy-faced
I have
one
the
is for
piggy face,
the
I'm
man,
dressed as
and
the-
hers is like sort of big, fat, rosy cheeks. She also has a piggy nose, but it's just a female version of that. They look very similar, the faces.
I think we were a pair.
Is
in
it?
our
Yeah.
Past life.
Oh, I see. Like
As
a
they're paired
duo.
up, yeah, a duo of some form. Maybe husband and wife, maybe brother and sister.
I don't feel any less happy about how it ended.
So
What do you not like about how it ended?
I don't feel any less happy,
Oh right.
so I'm still happy about it.
Okay.
So you start to head north, and we will deal with that next week.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.